came back here, right, to make another video, and I had already made the other video that I wanted to post for you guys. Was full of advice and everything. 12 minutes and 30 seconds worth. You know what happened? I lost connection, and it did not upload. So here I am, recording again. I'm so sick of this shit. This happened the first time I tried to make a video, and this is so aggravating. But I digress. In the wrap up, because I'm not going through everything that I just said already to myself, obviously, because y'all didn't get to hear it. Wanted to just share last month that I went down to Charleston. I live in Columbia. I went down to Charleston to visit the Naval Health Clinic down there. I have a family friend. She works there. She's a public affairs officer there, and she just wanted to kind of get me the inside, basically, on people who are in and everything like that. That experience that you just don't get just being anybody just joining the Navy, unless you know somebody in there. It was definitely an eye-opening experience. Definitely made me think to make sure that this is something that I wanted to do. Talked to tons of people, enlisted and officers. Learned about their experiences, their way to get to where they were, and they were all just so inspirational. And everyone there was just so willing to just, give me all the information that they could. But the main piece that everyone told me was make sure what you're coming in here to do, that you get it done and you don't get distracted or sidetracked, or you just come in here and just don't do what you wanted to do in here at all. Personally, for me, my goals are, because I already have 2 years of college out of the way, I'm trying to finish those last 2 years while I'm in there, get my bachelor's in chemistry. If I can get a master's out of them, I'm going to get that too. Because I still want to be a medical examiner, and those are my goals in there. I don't know what yours are. If you want to please leave those down below, and I can see if I can, get you guys hooked up with some people that I met there, especially if you're trying to do it in the medical field, because obviously it's a health clinic, so that's what I'm geared for, because I'm going to be a dental tech. But definitely make sure that you stay focused. Because I talked to a few people, one in particular, he's an officer now, he's an officer recruiter, and he said that it took him 13 years to get back to school and graduate. And that's ridiculous to me, to be honest. I was like, it does not take nobody 13 years. I mean, yeah, you're busy in the military, but 13 years. And he was like, yeah, I was just kind of, I had plenty of opportunity to go back, but I decided to hang with my friends, party, things like that. So he says, definitely what you make it is definitely what you make time for is what you'll have time for. And I said, yeah, okay, yeah, I understand that. But he also, I don't know, he must have been kissing all types of butt when he was in there, because when he applied to be an officer, he got a 2-star admiral to sign off on his. And a lot of other people that I talked to that they applied for officer, they had to do it 2, 3, 4, 6 times before they got it. So I was like, for you to get it on your first time, and you got your thing from an admiral, 2-star admiral, I know what you've been doing. But that's cool, get it how you live. But I mean, he still made it there. And a lot of people there, they just spoke so much life. But I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Just make sure you guys come in there and do what you guys got to do, because you don't want to. The worst thing you want to do is you want to get into this and get sidetracked, and then years later you're like, dang, I could have been so much ahead if I just came in here and did what I was coming here to do. I feel like I said so much more. I have to have said so much more. It's only about to be the 5-minute mark. Unless I just really wrapped it up that good. I guess that's it. Sheesh. Okay. Well, it's a shorter video, so that's good for y'all, because I know y'all don't like watching long-ass videos anyway. I mean, long videos. I've really been trying to not cuss, because I was like, what if my mom watches these videos? What if I wanted to show her these, and I was like, if I'm cursing, she gonna look at me like, big, like, no, I'm just kidding. But, no, just, make sure you do that. Also, if you have any questions, that you would like me to ask somebody, especially just medical, really medical, I can definitely get that for you, because I found out tons of information, just tons of great information. I also spoke to a lot of enlisted people, and, you know, they don't seem miserable. You know, they always say that there's, like, this big difference between enlisted and officer, which is true, but the enlisted, they don't seem miserable being an officer. I mean, being enlisted, it's just a difference of money. To me, I'm just like, unless you're really coming in the military just to make some money, then yeah, you need to go ahead and do some college and complete it before you get in, because, obviously as a enlisted, you're not going to be making bands. Well, I don't know, because these people, every time they come out of basic, then all of a sudden they got a whole new wardrobe and new phones and everything like that. They acting like they making money, and then the next thing you know, they still trying to catch rides from people because they decided to get this name brand stuff when they could have been getting a car or something like that. But that's none of my business. Please, 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 please don't think that when you get in the military, you're gonna be making just tons and tons of money. Especially if you come in enlisted. Especially if you come in on the ground. I'm telling you, if you come in as E1, don't think that you're coming in here and making just tons of money, because you're not. You are not. I'm not making that much more than the E1, or I won't be making that much more than the E1. I'll be making the E3 pay, and then very soon be making E4, because I'm gonna take that test. Because the way it worked out for me, well, the way it's gonna work out for me is that I'll be E3 coming in, and so already that's like 2 or 3 months while I'm in basic, and then my A school will be in San Antonio, so that'll be for 19 weeks. So by the time that is over, I would have been the E3 for the minimum amount of time before I could have to test for E4. So I'm hoping to take that test and pass and get promoted with flying colors. So, but yeah, learn how to budget now before you get in and graduate and start living your life. If you have a job now, learn how to budget now, because I really don't see how it's so hard for people to budget while they're in the military. If you don't have a family, it should be that easy to save some money. To budget. Because you have the most you'll have are 3 bills. Phone bill. If you have a car, then you'll have car insurance and the car payment. 3 bills a month. How do people go broke? They give you a place to stay. You're either in the barracks, or if you have housing, usually you get BAH. And that is money that you should be putting toward the house. That's another reason. People get BAH and then they say, oh, this is extra money. I'm going to use this personally. And that's not what you're supposed to do. But I'll say that for another video. That is all. Bye.